Good afternoon to everybody. First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to this pep talk this afternoon. Please mute yourself, but always show your video picture. Sign in your name, your Facebook account, or email address in the chat box. Please include the names of companions attending with you. Use the chat box to ask questions and make comments while the pep talk is on. There will be group pictures at the start and end of the pep talk, so please show your faces in the video. A reminder, after the pep talk, please take the online learning evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like the one shown here. The link, I have placed the link in the chat box. Another reminder, obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO Hoson medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. Today is the 25th pep talk for 2024. So there are quite a number of you who have are qualified to get a OLETE certificate, 25 OLETE certificates, and then equivalent to one voucher already. Another request, please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Thank you. Let's now have a group picture taking before we start the pep talk proper in 2 minutes. So please show your faces in the video. One, two, three. Okay. One, two, pahabol. One, two, three. I have a patient empowerment program in which I like to empower the lay people or patients to take control in the management of their health. I started the pep talk on May 15, 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are 3 courses in the pep talk. I completed the core course on October 9, 2021, 3 years ago. And from October 23, 2021 onwards, I've been tackling health disorder and health issue courses. May 18 this year, 2024, marks the start of year 4 of RO Hoson Pep Talk. How long the pep talk will last will depend on our enthusiasm, discipline, and perseverance. My pep talk today is entitled Scoliosis. The empowerment objective is for the lay people to have an essential understanding of scoliosis as part of their health management. The contents of this pep talk will be the following. What month each year is celebrated is declared as Scoliosis Awareness Month in the Philippines. What are the main objectives of this awareness month? What is scoliosis? What is the difference with kyphosis and lordosis? And what are the types and causes of scoliosis? What are the symptoms and complications? How to diagnose? What are the options for laboratory tests for scoliosis? What are the treatment options? And then why should children be screened for scoliosis? I like to have a disclaimer that this pep talk will contain my thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and recommendations culled from my personal experiences and also from reading the writings of other professionals. June each year has been declared as Scoliosis Awareness Month since 2018 through a proclamation number 620. This is a Philippine law. The proclamation aims to raise public awareness, encourage early detection and intervention, and create a sense of community among individuals affected by the scoliosis, with the Department of Health leading the promotion and organization of programs and activities in collaboration with non-government organizations, government agencies, local government units, and the private sector. What is scoliosis? It involves the spine or the backbone. Normally, when you look from behind, the spine appears straight. At times, with a little curve, a normal variation, may konting kurba lang, wag lang masyadong extreme. Okay? Wag lang masyadong exaggerated. In scoliosis, there is an abnormal sideways curve of the spine or the backbone, as shown here in this picture. The curves are often S-shaped, okay, or C-shaped. Okay? The angle of the curves may be small, large, or somewhere in between. But anything that measures more than 10 degrees on an X-ray is usually considered scoliosis. So pag na X-ray, mina-measure yung curve na yon, if it's more than 10 degrees or 10 plus or minus 1 or 2 degrees, sinasabi nila abnormal na yon, at this is considered as scoliosis. So today, you will be focusing on scoliosis, but just to tell you the difference between scoliosis, kyphosis, and lordosis, which you might be hearing. Ito yung normal spine, picture of a normal spine, may konting kurba lang, side view. Okay. Pag side view naman, ito yung malaking kurba dito sa lumbar area, yan lordosis ang tawag doon, no? Sa medyo mababa. Malaking kurba. So that's lordosis. And then kyphosis sa taas, sa thoracic, sa chest area. Malaking kurba, yung vertebra doon sa chest area. This is what is called kyphosis, lordosis. Okay? Ang scoliosis naman, sideways siya. So you have to look it from the back, no? Sideways, either here o pag ganon, no? So that's the difference. Those are the differences between scoliosis, kyphosis, and lordosis. As I said, ang focus of today's prep talk will be on this one, scoliosis. Why is it important to raise public awareness and encourage early detection and intervention? Because scoliosis is quite common. It's estimated to be affecting 3% of the Philippine population and estimated to be 3 million Filipinos with scoliosis. This is the latest statistics as of 2024. And then the other reason is that scoliosis is a progressive disease. Hindi siya tumitigil. Tuloy-tuloy ang progression ng yung kurba, okay, with no known cure, as majority are idiopathic. When you say idiopathic, the specific cause is not known. Scoliosis can lead to serious complications if not corrected early, as we shall see later on. And a lot of Filipinos are not aware of scoliosis disease and its importance. Because usually, walang nararamdaman initially, pero pag tumagal na, halatang-halata na yung kurba, yung mga symptoms, that's the time na diagnose pero medyo late na. Who are usually affected by scoliosis? Scoliosis can affect anybody, anytime, although the cause is not specifically known. And there is a classification by age of onset or detection. Yung mga scoliosis found in children aged 0 to 3, they call it infantile idiopathic scoliosis. Idiopathic, the cause is unknown, but infantile reflects the age of the patient, of the person. Then from age 4 to 10, we call that juvenile. Okay. Then from age 11 to 18, we call that adolescent idiopathic scoliosis. And then kung sa adult, 18 and above, we call that adult idiopathic scoliosis. Ang most common is found in this age group, adolescent. Scoliosis is most common in the late childhood and in the early teens, about 10 to 15 years old. Girls are more likely to develop it than boys. Okay. Mga babae, mas marami. And the condition can also run in the family. So what are the causes? One, The most common is the idiopathic na hindi natin alam yung cause, but we can surmise that genetics may play a role. Then congenital scoliosis, which could be present at birth due to abnormal spine development in the womb. And then neuromuscular scoliosis associated with underlying neurological and muscular disorders like cerebral palsy and muscular dystrophy. So ito yung mga sakit sa muscles, sa nerve that can lead to scoliosis. Degenerative scoliosis sa mga matatanda, yung mga tumatanda na older adults due to age-related wear and tear of the spine. And of course, other causes will be the tumors, infections, injuries, etc., which are not very common cause for scoliosis. Ang pinaka-common is still idiopathic scoliosis, most common in the adolescent period. It is worth noting that scoliosis is not caused by carrying heavy bags or backpacks kasi maraming nag-iisip, nagtatanong, no? Is it due to mga nagbubuhat ng mga mabibigat ng bag, no? Poor posture, choice of mattress, okay, these are common misconceptions. So these do not cause scoliosis per se unless there's an injury, okay? But usually, as we said, we don't know the exact cause. Idiopathic pa rin. Is there a way to prevent scoliosis? There's no known way to prevent scoliosis from developing. And the best known ways to prevent scoliosis from worsening are early detection and prompt prevention. So yan lang magagawa natin. From the very start, hindi natin ma-prevent yon from developing, pero may magagawa tayo para hindi siya mag-worsen, okay, through early detection and prompt treatment. What are the symptoms of scoliosis, or when is scoliosis suspected to be present, short of laboratory diagnostic procedures? Wala mo ng mga laboratory. Scoliosis can cause discomfort, pain, and severe cases, functional limitations. That could be a first symptom for scoliosis, pero hindi lahat ng discomfort, pain, and the spine are caused by scoliosis. A lot of times, yung mga arthritis, yung mga mga injuries, no? Yung sudden mga strain, yung mga sudden maabot na mga bagay, okay? Overstretching of the body, okay? So while most people with scoliosis have mild form of disorder, they may sometimes cause complications aside from the pain. So pag nagpo-progress na yung scoliosis, it can appear like this. Medyo malala na ito. Okay? Shoulders are uneven. Hindi siya pantay. So one shoulder blade is more prominent than the others. The head is not centered directly above the pelvis. Medyo nasa sideway. One or both hips are raised or unusually high. Hindi siya pantay yung hips. And the rib cage are at different heights. The waist is uneven or not even. And then the entire body usually leans to one side. Ito yung mga pinaka-obvious na scoliosis because it has progressed to an advanced stage already. Halatang halata na. So again, this illustrates this one. The head is not centered over the body. Medyo ito yung center, nasa side siya. One shoulder is higher than the other one. One shoulder blade higher and possibly more prominent than the other. The spine obviously may curve. Okay. Kumisan halatang halata, kitang-kita. Okay. There's an unusual gaps between the arm and the trunk. Ito, may space dito. Okay. And then one of the hip is more prominent than the other side. So these are signs of scoliosis. What are the complications of scoliosis? Number one is the breathing problems. I think that's the most serious one. The rib cage may press against the lungs, making it difficult to breathe. Mahirap huminga. Okay. Back problems, of course. People who had scoliosis as children may be more likely to have chronic back pain as adults kasi matagal during the development, especially if their abnormal curves are large and not treated right away. Then appearance, of course. Nakikita niyo yung itsura ng kanina, gross appearance. It can cause noticeable change including uneven hips, shoulders, prominent ribs, shape of the waist, and trunk to the side. So what are the simple maneuvers to check for scoliosis? Number one is inspection in standing position. Simple lang, no? So, nakatayo yung person, then you just observe, no? Okay, tingnan nyo yung shoulder asymmetry, yung mga curve, kung makikita. Okay, hips asymmetry, prominent shoulder blade, asymmetrical waist. Then, what the other maneuver that you can do is that you do the so-called Adams forward bend test. Pag pinabend mo, makikita mo more prominent itong scapular blade niya on one side. Okay. So two simple maneuvers to check for scoliosis, short of a laboratory test, is that you just take a look at the back closely and check for any asymmetry, ng mga hindi pantay, maraming unusual curves, no? And then you ask the person to bend forward and also check kung pantay itong shoulder blade nito. Now, what are the laboratory diagnostic procedures that may be done? The simplest is the X-ray. X-ray of the whole length of the spine. Dapat yung buo, no? Mahaba ito, no? So, dapat i-X-ray yung buo, titingnan kung may curve, no? And then after that, you may measure, no, yung curve. To more than 10 degrees, then we say that there's a scoliosis. Kung less than 10, pwede pang normal yon, no? Now, after the X-ray, you can do a computed tomography scan or even an MRI, okay, procedure. So this is an example illustration of the X-ray of the whole length of the spine. Scoliosis is said to be present when the spine has one or more abnormal curves. I think sabihin natin itong curve, okay, greater than 10 degrees. They call it Cobb's angle, yung 10 degrees na yon. So, mina-measure nito, okay, by the mga ruler, sa X-ray. And then, if it's severe, the angle is more than 40 degrees. If it's less than 40 degrees, between 10, 11 to 40, less than 40, then we call that moderate degree of scoliosis. So ito another illustration. Ito yung scoliosis, ito yung curve. So they measure the angle. This is how they measure it. They call it the Cobb angle. Tandaan na lang natin that 40 is the cutoff. 40 degrees, more than 40, severe na yon. Pag more than 10, abnormal na yon. Okay. What are the treatment options for scoliosis? But it all depends on the severity of the scoliosis kasi kumisan meron mga mild, moderate, severe, okay, at the time of the diagnosis. Okay. So treatment options, especially kung mild, you just observe and then do physiotherapy, rehab, and exercises. Then for the moderate one or even the mild one, for prevention, braces can be worn. Okay, so wearing a brace take note this: the braces will not cure the scoliosis. It will just prevent it from worsening. Now, kung severe na scoliosis, then surgery will have to be done, and the surgery usually done is a spinal fusion. Okay. Most cases of scoliosis are mild, but some spine deformities continue to get more severe as the children grow. So habang tumatanda at lumalaki ang bata, nagwo-worsen ang scoliosis. Kaya importante ma-detect na maaga at magamot na maaga yung scoliosis sa mga bata. So here are some examples, illustrations of the treatment options. Okay, exercise, physiotherapy. Okay. Using the braces. Ito, operasyon nito, ang hiwaan nito, usually dito sa gitna, sa likod, and then they put some mga, they call it, if you fuse yung mga vertebra, Okay. So some would use mga prosthesis metals. Okay. So ito yung a picture of scoliosis before surgical treatment. After surgical treatment, medyo nag-straighten na. Okay. So why should children be screened for scoliosis? Scoliosis often develops rapidly in pre-adolescent and adolescents. Mabilis ka mag-ano yan progress kung sa bata. And the condition is usually painless initially, so there will be no symptoms to indicate a developing scoliosis. Kaya importante may screen ng mga bata. No? And then girls should be first checked around 10 to 12 years of age. And then boys should be checked about around 11 to 13 years of age. Earlier detection intervention has been shown to lead to better long-term outcomes for the patients. How to screen? Inspection of the whole body for anything that will suggest scoliosis. So titingnan lang, and then the Adams forward bend test, and then X-ray with Cobe angle measurements. So these are the simple ways of screening for scoliosis. So observation, ito straight, okay lang. Ito may konting kurba na, may scoliosis nito. So another repeat presentation of kanina, standing assessment, and then forward bending. So I think that's the last slide. So summary and takeaway, I have presented all these topics. And then takeaway in relation to patient empowerment, be always in touch with the reliable medical information on scoliosis. Knowledge is power, it gives power. Use the 4 Ks of patient empowerment: kaalaman, kakayanan, karapatan, and kapangyarihan to gain greater control over decisions and make better decisions on the management of scoliosis as part of your health management. With that, I end my pep talk today on scoliosis. I hope I have empowered you to have an essential understanding on scoliosis as part of your health management. Reminder, after the pep talk, before we go to the QA, take the online learning evaluation test exercise. I placed the link in the chat box. Then obtaining 25 OLETE certificates after getting a perfect score in the OLETE will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO Hoson medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. And then please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. So let's now have a group picture taking before we start the QA and interactions. Please turn on your video and show your faces. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the floor is now open for questions, sharing of experiences. If you have patients, if you have relatives with scoliosis, how was it managed? Okay. And consultations, if I can answer your questions. Okay. Any questions?
Hello, good afternoon, Doc. Si Emily to.
Emily, yeah, Emily.
Oo, will your scoliosis get worse as you get older?
Yeah. Usually.
In what
Progress.
way?
Progressive kasi yan eh. Progressive. Pero kung minsan nag-slow down, especially after yung fast, yung growing stage ng bata, no? Pero it all depends. We don't know the yung mga rate of progression. Pero as a rule, nagpo-progress. no? Until pag tumanda at hindi nagagamot. Actually, to tell you honestly, I have a sister who has scoliosis whom di pa akong doktor kaya hindi ko rin alam. Yung mother ko, hindi pinatreat, no? Okay, ngayon, she has a very severe scoliosis. She's now about 60 years old, no? Tuloy-tuloy lang yung progressive, no? So, mahirap na operahan.
Okay.
Pero
No,
Doc po, ay, sige, it's okay.
Go ahead.
Pwede ako kasi yung follow-up lang dun sa answer nyo. Pero if it was early detected, kasi si sister mo po, sabi mo, hindi siya na-detect agad since hindi ka pa doctor. If early detection po yun, at its earliest stage, meron po ba yun cure yung scoliosis? Hindi.
I mean, walang cure. It will prevent it from worsening. At usually pwedeng ayusin kasi if you fuse yung vertebra, no? Actually to share another actual experience, my niece, no, got operated on also at age adolescent siya ngayon, may scoliosis siya. After na ma-operahan siya, mga 2 months, 3 months after, nakita ko biglang tumangkad. So, may improvement talaga. Na? Okay. So, early detection, early treatment. Usually, during the adolescent years. No? I think, pag lumampas na ng more than the adolescent years, pag andyan pa rin, mahirap gamutin na. No? Okay. Okay. Any more? Did I answer your question, Susan and Emily?
Yes po, Doc. Thank you.
How about you? Meron kayong mga pasyente, meron kayong mga relatives with scoliosis?
Doc, ako meron.
Meron?
Yes.
Ikaw wala. Ikaw meron?
Pero well, so hopefully it's not that bad. Siguro mga less than 20.
20.
Pero 20 degrees. Pero parang nalaman ko siya, parang adult na ako. As in na siguro mga 30s. Parang hindi siya lumalabas sa x-ray ko. Well, hindi na detect or baka hindi nila chinecheck when I was younger.
Yeah.
So, when I did the annual PE for work, gano'n, dun ko nakita na merong scoliosis, may mild scoliosis ako.
Okay.
So, I have some of the symptoms, like yung one side ng shoulder, mababa ng konti, tapos yung hip ko, medyo mas forward yung right. Kasi I tend to skew to the right.
Meron. At 20 degrees, meron na, ha?
Konti lang, konti lang.
Konti
I
lang.
mean, it's not, kasi ang naka-observe doon, of course, yung doctor, di ba? Parang nakita niya na pero yon, it's not too obvious. Pero nafe-feel ko siya. At saka, well, syempre, a little back pain.
Okay.
Pero it does not stop me from, doing exercise or sports like that.
Okay. Saan ang ginagawa mo to prevent it from progressing?
Well, tinuruan ako ng PT namin ng konti and I try to do spine work na yoga at saka or Pilates.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Exercise, no? Rehab, no? Okay. Physiotherapy. Yeah. Okay. So, let's hope it stops there.
Yeah, pero well, yeah. Sana doon na lang, no? Na it doesn't progress. Pero it's still there. Matagal na siya nandun.
Good. Good. Unpredictable kasi yung sakit ng mga tao eh. Pero yung akin, yung kapatid ko, mga 60 ano na, talagang awang-awa ako, sabi ko. So minsan sinisisis ko sarili ko, sabi ko, hindi ko na natulungan, doktor na ako. Okay. Anyway, kasi nung bata pa, hindi na agapan. Any more? Anybody who has experience with scoliosis? So try to, if you have relatives, especially mga adolescent, just look at their back and then kung meron if you notice some abnormality, suggest na ninyo pa X-ray, ganon, no? Yung X-ray ang the most practical, most objective way of diagnosing the scoliosis, no? Gagawin lang yung mga CT scan, MRI kung meron mga they want to determine the other causes, no? Okay. Okay. Any more questions? Nana? Scoliosis. Yung mga,
Doc,
yeah,
Doc, sorry, this is
Yeah.
Susan.
yeah, Susan.
Can we palpate from the back if we have scoliosis?
Yeah, you can palpate it kung severe na, makakapa mo yung curve.
Yung curve.
Kung malaking curve na, makakapa mo.
Pero kung hindi, hindi naman sakit, hindi naman painful pag ano.
Pag mild, hindi mo kasi baka yung curve na maliit lang, no? Very small curve, no? So hindi mo mahalata, no? Kahit na ikapa mo, medyo mahirap kapain, no? You can only make a diagnosis based on kapa. Actually, pag severe na, kitang-kita na eh. Di ba? Kitang-kita, no? Then, kapain mo, matatrace mo na yung, i-outline, ikakapain mo yung curve, yung vertebra, kung saan pumupunta, itatrace mo lang, no? So, pag hindi siya straight, medyo kurba, ayun, you suspect, scoliosis. No? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So, how does it differentiate from kyphosis? Saka lordosis. Meron may mga babae very prominent ang balakang, di ba? Nakakurba, no? So again, that's another topic, pero usually it's not as serious as scoliosis, no? Okay. Yung iba, kyphosis naman, baka usually due to osteoporosis, di ba? Marami tayo nakikita, yung mga malaking kurba sa back, no? Okay. May mga osteoporosis, no? Okay. So, scoliosis is not usually due to osteoporosis, no? Pero kuminsan pwede because of aging, no? Okay. Okay. So, no more questions? Last call? Wala na, we call it a day. Next, as I said kanina, this is the 25th lecture for the year. Sabi kasi natin, starting 2024, I have bring down the requirements of a certificate from 50 to 25. Diba? So, pag nakakuha kayo ng 25 or latest certificates, you're now entitled to 1 voucher ready. So by today, this is the 25th for this year. I think si Lorly, Rica Forte, si Beth Mambing, si Phoebe, and others, sino pa ba, are entitled already to the 1 free voucher. Na? Okay. Habol na lang iba. Na? Okay. So if there are no more questions, we'll call it a day. The next topic next week will be thyroid. Do you need the lab test? Na? Kung kailangan nating lab test sa thyroid. Na? Okay. And after that, I'm preparing a lecture on PET scan. PET scan, very common kasi ngayon PET scan nito, left and right na, no? Okay. At mahal-mahal pa, no? Okay. So anong mga indications for PET scan? No? Okay. So no more questions. We'll call it a day. We'll see each other next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you
Bye,
po.
Doc.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Doc.
Doc. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Blessed
Thank
Sunday.
you, Doc. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Doc.